UEFA Nations League showdown coming up, and we are diving deep into it. Poland versus Portugal. This
Yeah.
is one you do not want to miss.
Yeah, no kidding. The stakes are really high here, especially for Portugal.
For sure.
I mean, they're leading Group A right now. Perfect record so far. So the pressure's on. Got to maintain that momentum.
Totally. And Tips Moto, that's our main source for this deep dive. They're saying Portugal's on a roll. Those back-to-back wins against Croatia and Scotland, that's got to give them confidence.
Absolutely.
But Poland's got the home advantage this time. And on top of that, they've got Lewandowski.
Yeah.
He can really shake things up.
No doubt about it. We're talking about a player who can single-handedly turn a match around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But honestly, even beyond Lewandowski, this whole matchup is fascinating just because of the history.
Oh, yeah.
Portugal hasn't lost to Poland since 2006. I mean, that's, almost 2 decades?
Oh, wow.
That's a mental hurdle for Poland to overcome, for sure.
I can't even imagine it, like the weight of that, just all that history, to face a team that's just had your number for that long. Is that, does that add pressure for Portugal too? Or do you think it makes them more confident?
It's tough to say. It's kind of a double-edged sword, you know.
Right.
On one hand, they might feel unbeatable against Poland, but that can lead to complacency, right?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Poland, they've got nothing to lose and everything to prove.
Yeah.
This isn't just about points. It's about national pride,
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of pride, we got to talk about the clash that everybody's waiting for. Ronaldo versus Lewandowski.
Oh, yeah.
It's like almost Shakespearean, right?
Yeah.
It's like, especially since Ronaldo just hit that 900th career goal. That's just
Unbelievable.
legendary. Can Lewandowski even hope to match that kind of energy? I don't know.
Well, Ronaldo's 900th goal, it's not just some personal thing. It's a statement. He's still at the top, still hungry. That could really fire up the whole Portuguese team.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you can't underestimate Lewandowski. He is the heart of that Polish attack. And it's his ability to read the game, find space, and that finishing. It's what makes him so dangerous.
Tips Moto was saying they have very different styles of play, though,
Yeah.
which I think makes it even more interesting to think about,
Oh, absolutely. It's a real clash of styles.
Yeah.
You've got Ronaldo, who thrives on those explosive runs, taking on defenders one-on-one, all about that speed and agility. And then you have Lewandowski. He's all about intelligent movement, positioning in the box, waiting for that perfect chance.
So how do those different styles, how do those actually affect their team's strategies overall?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? You've got Portugal. They've got Ronaldo's explosiveness. They might go with a more fluid, counter-attacking kind of style, trying to use the spaces that Poland leaves open.
Right, right.
Then you've got Poland. They might focus on building up play carefully, creating those precise opportunities that Lewandowski's so good at finishing.
So it's almost like a chess match in a way. Each side's trying to anticipate the other one's moves.
For sure.
And speaking of moves, Tips Moto is pointing out both teams have some new faces this time around.
Okay.
Portugal's manager, Roberto Martinez, he's called up Ricardo Velho and Samu Costa.
Interesting. Interesting additions.
Yeah. What do you think about them?
Well, Velho, he's got this incredible passing range,
Yeah.
That could really add a new dimension to Portugal's attack, especially if they're playing those quick passes that Ronaldo thrives on.
And on the Polish side, you've got Maxi Oyedel and Michael Amaya joining the team. What can you tell us about them?
Oyedele, he's like a dog in midfield, tenacious, really strong defensively. Could be really important for disrupting those Portuguese attacks.
Yeah.
Amaya's more attack-minded. Bit of a wild card, actually.
Oh.
Likes to make those unexpected plays. He could be a secret weapon for Poland.
It's like both coaches are playing poker a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Got these new guys, potential difference makers, but will they actually use them? That's the question.
Big question. High-pressure game. It takes a lot for a manager to throw new players in like that.
Speaking of pressure, can't forget the injury report.
Right.
Tips Moto was saying Portugal's going to be missing Giovani Quenda and Pedro Goncalves.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to hurt.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Quenda's absence, that leaves a hole in the midfield. He makes them tick, sets the tempo.
Yeah.
Goncalves, he brought that creative spark in attack.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to find other ways to break down Poland's defense.
So maybe this is where those new guys, Velho and Costa, maybe this is their chance. Fill the gaps, show what they can do.
Could be. Martinez might see this as the perfect opportunity, right? Test them out under pressure.
Yeah.
Velho, with his passing, he could try to take over that midfield role from Quenda.
Right.
Costa's more direct. He
Yeah.
likes to run at defenders. Could be that wild card they need up front.
Poland has their own injury worries, though, right?
That's right.
Tips Moto mentioned Arkadiusz Milik is out. How big of a loss is that for them?
It's a blow, for sure. Milik is a proven goal scorer. Without him, there's even more pressure on Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Plus, it limits Poland's options in attack. They'll need someone to step up.
Okay, so all things considered, team form, new players, those key injuries. What's the supercomputer? What's Tips Moto saying?
All right, so Tipsmoto's prediction, after crunching all the numbers, all the data, they're saying Portugal wins at 2-1.
Okay.
Close game, though. And, it's football. Anything can happen.
Right, of course, of course. So a win for Portugal, but close. Both teams score. What's the logic there?
Well, Tipsmoto's probably looking at Portugal's win streak, that historical dominance over Poland.
It makes sense.
They've got the momentum, and that can really affect things,
Yeah.
that mental edge.
But they've also got those injuries. And Poland's got that home advantage. Can't discount that, can you? That home crowd.
Oh, absolutely not. The atmosphere is going to be electric in Poland.
Yeah.
That could be a huge boost for the home team, especially a team like Poland that feeds off that energy. And don't forget about Lewandowski. He can change a game just like that.
Right, right. On any given day.
Exactly. If he's on, Poland can absolutely win this thing.
So it sounds like Tips Moto is kind of hedging their bets a bit. Portugal to win, but Poland could pull off the upset. What's your gut telling you?
You know what? This is a tough one. My head says Portugal.
Uh-huh.
But something about this match, I don't know, it feels like it could go either way.
Love that. The unpredictability. That's what keeps us coming back, right? So let's say, just for fun, Tips Moto's only half right. What are some other ways this could go?
So many possibilities, right? Okay, so we're tossing out Tipsmoto's prediction just for fun. What else could we see? How else could this shake out?
Well, we've talked about Portugal sneaking out a win, but what if Poland's defense just, they really lock down, they feed off that home crowd energy?
Okay.
We could see a real gritty, low-scoring draw.
Oh.
Maybe even 0-0. A stalemate, just a battle of attrition. I can see it now, those defensive formations, just the midfield battle, Lewandowski and Ronaldo both just waiting for that one chance.
Exactly. Or, here's another one. What if Poland, they ride that home advantage wave, and Lewandowski, he has himself a day.
Okay, yeah.
It's not crazy to think Poland could win this thing 1-0.
Wow. That would be huge. That'd be a real statement.
Yeah.
See, I'm getting fired up just thinking about it. And that's not even factoring in, we haven't even talked about tactical surprises. Who knows what the managers have planned?
Exactly. Right. Will Portugal stick with that high-powered attack, or will they be a little more cautious knowing Poland's tough at home? And Poland, do they try to just contain Ronaldo, or do they say, you know what, we need this win and just go all-out attack?
So many questions. And the only way to get the answers is to watch it all go down. All right, so for somebody getting ready to watch this match, what should they be looking out for? What are the key things to focus on?
I'd say keep your eye on that midfield battle. Whoever can control that midfield, they're going to control the pace of the game.
Makes sense.
Portugal, they want to play fast, right? Direct, get the ball to Ronaldo quickly.
Yeah.
Poland's going to try to slow things down, be more deliberate, get Lewandowski those chances.
And of course, everyone's going to have their eyes glued to Ronaldo and Lewandowski. But don't forget about those new guys, Velio, Costa, Oyedele, Amea. Big stage, big opportunity for them. Do they rise to the occasion?
No doubt. Could make or break their careers, those performances.
Okay. So we've got a match with history. We've got star power. We've got tactical intrigue. And who knows, maybe even a few surprises along the way. What more could you ask for, right?
That's what it's all about, right? It's a reminder that in football, just like in life, sometimes those best moments, they're the ones you don't see coming. It's passion, it's skill, a little bit of luck, and it's those moments that leave you speechless.
Nicely said. Well, we've armed you with the knowledge, the insights, maybe even a few predictions of our own. Now it's your turn. Enjoy the spectacle. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the world of sports.